I do want to ask you about one individual who did show up in these documents. You might know him. His name is Elon Musk. Just reading a few Elon Musk emails to one Jeffrey Epstein in 2013, by the way. So this is after he was a convicted sex offender and after much had been made of the kind of individual this was and the sorts of things he'd done. He's saying that it's going to be him and Tallulah, his then girlfriend. What day night will be the wildest party on your island? Asking Jeffrey Epstein, like, when is the wildest party on Epstein Island going to be? He also said, we'll be in BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit? Jeffrey Epstein says, any day, 1st through 8th. Play it by ear if you want. Always space for you. And also, Elon Musk gave him a tour, apparently, at SpaceX. When can Elon Musk meet JE at SpaceX? So it does seem like the two men had perhaps more contact than previously was realized.
Listen, this is what I will say. We have, and I will say that oversight Dems, we've maintained from the very beginning that no matter who it is, we want to ensure that there is accountability, whether that person is a Democrat or a Republican or a prince or a president, right? My issue is that when, Elon Musk or President Trump shows up in these files, there's a deafening silence. But when it's, other folks, there is this rush to say, listen, we're telling you it's a democratic thing. This is what makes me think that they are not being honest, that they're not just being serious about real accountability and about true transparency. There should be more of a push to make sure that we're bringing them in. The Republicans, when we got that subpoena back in July, they were intent on making sure that we also subpoenaed other people. They did not subpoena. They have not yet subpoenaed Elon Musk. They have not subpoenaed the president himself. And these are all people who we now know are in the files. I would like them to keep that same energy so that we can actually get to the bottom of this.
And I want to be very clear here. There is no accusation of wrongdoing against Elon Musk. Appearing in the files does not imply wrongdoing, certainly not at a criminal level. But it is also the case that people are allowed to form their reputational conclusions about public figures in the world who are, for instance, in one case of Larry Summers, seeking dating advice about how to date a student from Jeffrey Epstein, or procuring dates with women, or asking which will be the wildest party of your island. Everyone's allowed to have reputational conclusions around that.
And in every instance, right? We call it guilt by association. Now, I'm not somebody who is actually proposing guilt by association.
Right. No, it is right.
Proposing that we release every single document that exists with the DOJ right now, that we carry on with our investigation through the Oversight Committee. We have work to do still, right? We have subpoenas that are still out for Deutsche Bank, for JP Morgan, right? We have a subpoena for Ghislaine Maxwell, because we actually are trying to do an honest fact-finding mission. And the survivors, they've told us to follow the money. Many names will pop up. I'll tell you what, though, when we have seen everything that there is to see, when we can assure that there are no more secrets, we'll be able to draw better conclusions.
Yes.
So until those files are released, until they stop this drip, many people are going to be guilty, or at least they're going to suffer through the insinuation and through guilt by association. This is now, they're doing this to themselves at this point.
All right, Congresswoman Summer Lee, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.